Good evening, everyone. This is Jean. I am here in Kugane at the Sekisagumi Barracks, about to take on the level 80 Samurai quest. Let's talk to Makoto. The Legend of Musosai. Makoto looks to be preparing for a journey. Bryce, how good of you to pay me a visit, and now of all times. You see, I'm about to depart for Aosia to visit Master Musosai's grave to tell him of our victory over Ogetsu. That you should come to me at this juncture is most fortuitous. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on this journey? Thank you, my friend. Unless you wonder, I've not forgotten about Momozigo. I would call upon him as well upon arriving. Oh, sorry. I would call upon him as well. Upon arriving, let us first go to the quicksand. Alright, back to Uda. Let's see, Adventurers Guild. There she is. I'm afraid Momozigo isn't here. According to the folk here, he's in the midst of preparing for another spectacle. Though I'm curious as to what he has in store, we shouldn't keep Master Musosai waiting. Let us go to his grave first. The place was the Silver Bazaar, if I recall correctly. Come, let us be on our way. Now I'm going to show y'all a trick on how to get there a little bit quicker than most people would probably think of. Some people might know this, some people might not. But, here we go. Go back to Limsa. Go to the Arcanist Guild. Alright, take the ferry to Vesper Bay. Mount up. But you see right here, this little path? Turn here. And there's actually a ferry dock down here as well. And this one takes you right to the Silver Bazaar. So you don't have to ride all around Horizon to get down there. So there you go. Then if I remember correctly, oh, Makoto's out here. There she is. The town is much livelier than I recall, and there are folks attired as samurai besides. Curious. But come, Master Musosai awaits. It's right behind this building. We did it, Master Musosai. With Bryce standing with us, we defeated Getsu and put an end to his madness. And your teachings, your legacy, they live on in the Sekisagumi, so please rest easy. 'Tis done. Thank you for accompanying me. Ugh, I won't stand for this mummery. That sounds like trouble. Let us go and see what is afoot. Dressing like a samurai don't make you one. You bastards solely from Master Momosai's memory. Oh God, don't let that be who I think it is. Dolls, balls, it's you. Ah! Oh my God, that's that bastard that we fought on the ship. That man knows you and Master Musosai both. I would find out who it is. Why is he here? What the heck? Excuse me? Where did he go? Ah, he's down here. What the heck? Curiouser and curiouser. Hmm. Now, if you remember, this is the self same fellow that was hired by that Lalafell punk that we had to fight on the ship in one of the earlier fights when you're first leveling up samurai. And he was okay, but I think he's actually from the Colosseum, if I remember correctly. But it's been so long since that fight happened. Oh my God. But yeah, he's still dressing that ridiculous getup. He should be ashamed of himself, talking about someone dressing as a samurai and you're not even dressed properly yourself. What the hell? Anyways, let's talk to him. Forgive me. I've learned my lesson. Since you trounced me on the ship, I've mended my ways. Oster, Ostergren. Ostergren? Wow, that's a heck of a name if I ever heard it. Hi, I'm Ostergren, the bodyguard to a serial killer who thought he could take you on, but I've stopped selling my sword to crooks. I leave an honest life now, selling toad oil. It seems to me the evil in this man has been excised. You have naught to fear from Bryce. Please be at ease and tell us the cause of your earlier outburst. You see, after I saw what a true samurai could do, I knew I wanted to become one too, so I sought Master Musosai out, hoping he'd take me on as a pupil, only to learn he'd already passed away. Since then I've been visiting his grave every day in order to get inspiration. Recently, though, someone's been telling the tale of Master Musosai's quest to the right wrongs of the Quiz-san. On account of that, people started dressing up like samurai and flocking to his grave like it's some goddamn miracle. But they're false, the whole lot of them. Falser than I ever was. I had the honor of knowing Master Musosai, and the Master Musosai I knew would be glad if his tale inspired others to follow in his footsteps. And though he was a solitary man, he did not spurn the company of others. I don't believe he would have minded the crowds. Really? Well, I suppose you know better than me. Ah, but of course. Might be as Master Musosai is gone, but you are his pupil. I beg you, teach me how to be a true samurai like you. Oh my God. What the heck? Uh, I really don't have the time. I'm an adventurer. What the hell? uh, Bryce has much demands on his time and is not in a position to take on pupils. But if you are determined to learn, I invite you to come to Kagane. I can introduce you to the schools of swordsmanship. You mean I can train in the Far East, where it all began? I'd love nothing more. It'd be a dream come true. Very well. A long journey is better with company. Let us return to Kagane together. Though I wonder, this someone who has been telling the tale of Master Musosai's quest, it seems to me it could only be one person. It would be a shame to have come all this way and not see our friend. Let us try visiting the quicksand again. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit because I'm talking so much. Ah, as I had suspected, Momoziko is indeed our storyteller, and as luck would have it, he's about to begin another session. Oh wow, look at all the people! Oh my goodness. Gather ye around, one and all, and listen to my tale. A tale that began with an unlikely meeting between a young adventurer and an elderly samurai hailing from the Far East. Known as Musosai, the samurai took on challengers upon the blood sands. Many answered his call, but none had an answer to his transcendent swordsmanship. For a time, it seemed that he would go undefeated. But there came one unassuming adventurer. Wielding the katana, a foreign weapon he had therefore never held, he fought with his heart and skill to claim victory. I'm so glad I don't have to say the whole darn thing. Whew. After journeying the realm over, vanquishing evil together, never could the adventurer have imagined that for his final test he must vanquish Musosai himself. Left with no recourse, he drew his katana and faced his friend and master. A grueling battle unfolded, neither yielding a single ilm. The adventurer brought his all to bear, but he was matched at every turn by Musosai, who unleashed technique after deadly technique, betraying no signs of the illness which ravaged his body. But at the end of a contest of equals, it was the young samurai who dealt the final blow to emerge the victor. His master had trained him well. As he lay battered and bloodied on the snow, Musosai demanded that his pupil finish it. Shutting his eyes tight, the adventurer raised his katana. Whoosh! The blade traced a vicious arc and cleaved empty air. The adventurer had excised the evil in Musosai, as Musosai himself had done for those who could yet be saved. So it was that the elderly samurai found peace in his final moment. It is said that his soul now rests atop the cliff by the silver bazaar, where he gazes out at the setting sun. And somewhere out there, the young adventurer continues his noble master's legacy, fighting for justice and vanquishing evil wheresoever it should exist. And so ends my tale, The Legend of Musosai. Thank you all for your kind attention. Wow, that's quite impressive. You know, it's harder to do this with you in the audience, but it's good to see you all, even Mr. Fake Samurai. You're doubtless wondering how I fell into my new calling. Well, during my trip to Gagane, I had the chance to hear a storyteller at the Muji Koza. I knew right away that this is what I wanted to do, what my gift of the gab was meant for. That was a masterful and heartfelt retelling. I pray that you will continue to share the tale of Master Musasai with all the world. You can depend on it. Though, of course, if I'm to be a storyteller worth my salt, I'll need some variety in my repertoire. Bryce, you're still out there doing your adventuring, aren't you? Don't you have any new tales to share that could make for a good yarn? Oh, yeah. Let's do that. The struggle to save the first. By the 12, your quest to right wrongs took you across the rift into another world? Truth really is stranger than fiction. My thanks, Bryce. This will be a splendid addition to my tales. I'm afraid it is time we sought our ship. Brief though it was, I'm glad for our reunion. I'm going to train hard in Hingashi and I'm going to come back in a real samurai. Just you watch. If your travels should bring you to Kagane again, please come and seek me out at the barracks. Till next time. To think that pretender would have a change of heart and try to become a true samurai. The old men will be pleased. It goes to show Musasai's legacy truly lives on in you, Bryce, and it takes root even in the hearts of those you've sliced up. So keep fighting the good fight, my friend, and remember to visit me from time to time to share more of your tales. He is so cute. Oh my goodness. All right, and that'll do it. The Legend of Musosai complete. Sam I am 3. Okay. Yeah, that was one heck of a surprise to see an opponent turn friend like that. Although such things have happened before. But that I was not expecting that, to say the least. But that was a very pleasant surprise to see that he had turned over a new leaf, to say the. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that just knocked me on my butt so much, but I mean, normally if you're a bandit, you usually stay a bandit most times. I mean, there's a few exceptions here and there, but you know. Anyways, that is all for now. So until next time, have a good one. Bye bye.